Tell us your name and tell us about your project.
My name is Milton Hunnison, and I am Edward Hubble's assistant. I have worked my way up from the observatory's janitor to the night shift assistant to working directly with Mr. Hubble with his study of the universe, which became groundbreaking research.
What were you guys trying to do or find?
In the past, many thought the universe was unchanging and that the Milky Way was all that there was in the universe. Mr. Hubble set out to prove that the universe was vast and expanding all the time. He ended up proving that there was a linear relationship between a galaxy's velocity and its distance.
Where did the project or experiments occur?
Our experiments took place in the Mount Wilson Observatory in California, and we used the 100-inch Hooker telescope, which at the time was the world's largest. The observatory was founded and run by George Hale.
What other significant events were happening around the world at the time?
There are many significant events going on in the world during the time of our research. There was World War I, the Great Depression, and World War II are just some examples of the things that were going on in the world between 1917 and 1949.
Who else was involved in the project and what was your role?
Well, with the methods used by Henrietta Leavitt as it pertains to a star's period to luminosity relationship, I studied the spectral redshift of galaxies with Alan Sandage, while Mr. Hubble focused on the distances between different cosmic objects. I was very thorough with my measurements as I was able to optimize the exposure of the photographs and plates used, which greatly aided in Mr. Hubble's experiments.
What impact did your project have on the physics community?
Well, the impact of the project was huge as it established Hubble's law, which is still used today. The law shows that the galaxies are expanding from each other at speeds proportional to their distance. The fact that it could be proven that the universe was constantly expanding showed that even Albert Einstein, which he himself called the greatest blunder of his life, thinking that the universe was static, could be thought to think deeper than he already did.
Where was the research published?
It was published in a paper with the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, which provided the first support of what would later be called the Big Bang Theory. Basically, that there was a large explosion and the universe was created and is still growing and expanding today.